We're going to be starting our opening ceremonies very shortly. Can everyone please gather? Hi everyone, can everyone hear me okay? Woo! Welcome to the Toronto Animal Rights March. Thank you for being here. We will begin our event today with a land acknowledgement read by Doug Smart.
We wish to acknowledge this land on which we stand. For thousands of years, it has been the traditional land of the Huron-Wendat, the Haudenosaunee, the Chippewa, the Anishinaabe, and the Mississaugas of the Credit, the original stewards of this land. We also acknowledge that this land is covered by Treaty 13, signed with the Mississaugas of the Credit, and the Williams Treaties, signed with the multiple Mississaugas and Chippewa bands to share this land and its stewardship. Today, this meeting place is still the home to many Indigenous people from across Turtle Island, and we are grateful to have the opportunity to work, live, and seek justice for all individuals who live on this land. We are all treaty people.
Thank you, Doug. My name's Pia. Many of you already know me as the cat lady and rescuer at New Cat City Rescue, and I deal with primarily special needs cats as well as feral cats. I'm also the organizer with Toronto Chicken Save. Please join us to bear witness to the chickens that we see arriving at the slaughterhouse. We go weekly. They desperately need our help. I encourage everyone to come out. And a new title for me is the Ring-billed Gull Rescuer at a newly formed group that we formed after we discovered that there was a gull crisis, baby gull crisis happening in Toronto each year. I want to thank all of you from the bottom of my heart for being present today to march for peace for all and justice for animals. And I want to thank all of the event organizers, Jacinta McDonald, Jenny McQueen, Louise Jorgensen, Michelle Labrosse, Peter McQueen, and Varun Virland, who put countless hours into making this happen. Yesterday, we observed the 8th World Day for the end of speciesism, and I know that we all have a common goal of total animal liberation, and that's why we are here today. Do we have any first-time participants? Perfect. I'm so happy to see you guys out here.
Yeah!
We will be distributing signs, the chant list, and there's some banners that we will need you to carry for our march. Let's use today to be one amplified voice for the exploited, abused, oppressed, and silenced. We have a moral obligation to help those in need, and we are here to let Toronto know that peace and kindness are the ways of the future. We are seeing a lot of changes, and living cruelty-free has never been simpler, which is encouraging, but we have a long road ahead of us before we see a world free from harm, or free from animal exploitation and cruelty. So if you want to see change, be the change. When you feel down about the way human and non-human animals are treated in this world, you have the power to help. Please feel free and welcome to take lots of photos and videos of today. Tag us on Facebook and Instagram at Toronto Animal Rights March, and let's share this important day with the world. We have March-themed t-shirts available just across the way, right there where I'm pointing. The nearest washrooms are located inside of the Toronto Eaton Centre on the bottom basement level. Please make note of our safety marshals. They are the ones wearing safety vests. Please follow their direction. They are here to keep us safe. Now we have some speeches and entertainment lined up for you to start. Our first speaker is Joshua Powell. Joshua is a lifelong Hamilton resident and stepson of Regan Russell, killed while exercising her right to protest, sadly while advocating for the rights of activists which are now restricted under Bill 156. Josh has since dedicated himself to addressing the human rights issues surrounding Bill 156 and the injustice of Regan's killing.
Woo! Woo!
Hello? There we go. Very good. Get right into it. We've gathered here today to take part in a time-honored tradition of our democratic society,
a march of protest. There is one missing among us, however, Regan Russell. 2 years ago, her life was taken away from her while she exercised her right to protest, just as we will today. On a clear summer's day, while standing in a crosswalk with the right-of-way, her arm in the air and water sprayer at her side, Regan was struck head-on by a slaughterhouse truck. Regan was not at the side, she was not in a blind spot, Regan was in plain view, and the driver made a conscious choice to accelerate at her. For this act, the driver has received a non-criminal charge, and we have waited diligently for answers in Regan's killing. I regret to inform you that we are still seeking answers over 2 years later. Our justice system has decided Regan's life was not worth the time and money to pursue criminal charges, as per the Milton Crown Attorney's own claim. It is then surprising that they have found time and money to pursue and process many criminal trials since Regan's death. Killing an activist is just a minor inconvenience in Burlington. Justice is a business, after all, as we were told very plainly by the attorneys who represent our country. Here in Canada, justice is a business. Let that sink in. Since that reality was made clear to us, my father and I have made it our business to investigate Regan's death and the legislation she was standing against that day, Bill 156. A draconic piece of legislation, Bill 156, restricts your rights to protest, investigate, and expose animal cruelty. Regan was horrified as her two circles of social justice collided. Now she would have to fight for the very right to protest as well as for the rights of the animals that she was protesting for. Her stand for the repeal of Bill 156 was cut short in the very scenario everyone feared. A driver recklessly playing chicken with an activist due to being emboldened by the language of Bill 156. Language that clearly targets the vigil movement and affords unprecedented protections to truckers and farmers in policing their property, a risk to all Canadians. In their effort to quell the global embarrassment of vigil movements spawning in Burlington as a result of Anita's trial, our legislature has further embarrassed itself by passing such horribly written, clearly biased, and discriminatory law. Today, we take a brief pause on the animal rights discussion to remind us all that our human rights are at risk right now. It is important that everyone here understands that Bill 156 is just the proverbial pebble falling down the hill before a rock slide. Should Bill 156 stand, more restrictive legislation will surely follow. It'll only be a matter of time before the cavalry is called on us here, just as it has been called on others. In carrying Regan's torch since her killing, my father and I have found ourselves organizing events and getting to know the animal rights community more than we ever did before. Through your support, our family has coped with our grief and had the tools to pursue justice. Initial fundraising efforts allowed us to hire Ruby and Schiller, the firm of the dearly departed Clayton Ruby, to investigate all avenues available to us in finding closure in Regan's killing and to continue her battle against Bill 156. We have founded the Regan Russell Foundation to serve as Regan's voice that was so tragically taken away from her. The Regan Russell Foundation has applied to intervene on the constitutional challenge of Bill 156 to represent Regan and all of you to represent Regan and all of you to the Superior Court of Ontario and be sure that the risks to all Canadians are clearly stated for our justice system to hear. To clearly state on the record that this legislation is discriminatory and dangerous, and that Regan's death should be proof of that fact, not distorted or misrepresented as to support Bill 156, as our province intends to do. We will continue to honor Regan's legacy by supporting Canadians in their activism and standing up when their rights are at risk, just as Regan did throughout her life. You can help us honor Regan in many ways. You can contact your MPPs about Bill 156, reach out to the Milton Crown Attorney's Office and express your concerns about the non-criminal charges against Andrew Blake, and you can attend protests of any kind. But most importantly, educate yourself on your rights and how to protect them, as doing nothing does, without them, you cannot protect the animals. As Regan said, doing nothing does no good. Any positive effort is a step towards change. You can find the Regan Russell Lake Foundation on Facebook, where we will post updates on the killer's trial and the challenge of Bill 156. Donations can be made directly via the GoFundMe page or by contacting Joshua Bauer. Hi. Funds that raise beyond our needs for the challenge of Bill 156 will be used for events and further activism in Regan's name. So in closing, I implore you all, please, go out and read about Bill 156, read the language, understand that that language is general, that it applies to everyone, and that if Regan's killer is not getting a criminal charge because her motivation was to be there, then your motivation as a victim is now relevant in our criminal trials, in our criminal courts. That is a terrifying precedent, that your thoughts will affect how someone harms you is charged by our justice system. That's thought crime. It's 1984. That is an Orwellian dystopia we are currently living in now. And it's up to you as the animal rights activists who are currently being affected by that Orwellian dystopia to stand up and say that this is wrong. Because if you don't stand up and say this is wrong, and if you don't stand up and challenge Bill 156, everyone else's rights are right behind yours. So please, for Regan Russell, stand up and fight for your rights.
Speaker is Saurabh Malhotra. Saurabh organizes the Toronto Chicken Safe Vigils and the Anonymous for the Voiceless Cubes. He also works with Sentient Media and Nation Rising, handling their digital marketing.
Yeah, go Saurabh! Woo!
Hello, hello. Can you all hear me? Am I sounding clear enough?
Bring it higher
I'm a
for
bit
you.
nervous, so
There you
just
go.
ask me to make a blooper and create a blooper reel if you want. Just credit me in that on Instagram.
Louder!
Hey everyone.
Yeah!
Thank you, Eddie. Namaste. I hope you all are doing well. Thank you so much for being here today for our fellow Earthlings and for Mother Earth. Today's March theme is Peace for All, Justice for the Animals. And my question to each and every one of you, including myself, is how do we achieve this? How do we truly achieve peace for all and justice for the animals? The most sacred bond in this entire universe is between a mother and her child. And this bond goes beyond culture, religion, race, and even species. Our entire food and materialistic system is built on the cruel and constant exploitation of this bond. From the dairy industry, where cows are forcefully impregnated, only to have their babies stolen from them at birth so we can drink their milk, this trauma doesn't stop there. We kill male baby cows as soon as they're born because they're considered a waste of this food industry. And just like that, those female cows are grown to go through the same traumatic experience like their mothers. This trauma continues forward. It goes even into our chickens and egg farming industry, where mother hens are locked in battery cages where they aren't able to move and they have to lay over 300 eggs every year. That's the Canadian statistics. Over 300 eggs every year, only to have their babies stolen from them. Did you know that mother hens communicate with their baby chicks when they're still in their eggs? Just like how human mothers do when they communicate with their children when they're still pregnant? The mother hens communicate with their baby eggs through soft chuckling and through purring sounds through their entire pregnancy. This stops as soon as those eggs are taken from them. And like this industry, male chicks that are born are killed the very same day. And this trauma continues. Pigs are known to be incredibly loving and form strong bonds with their piglets.
Even louder, Saurabh.
There we go.
Thank you.
Sorry, I'm going to repeat that again because
Everyone in the back.
pigs are known to be incredibly loving and they form strong bonds with their piglets. I didn't know about this until today morning, that mama pigs sometimes sing to their children to tell them it's time for their food. and those piglets actually recognize the voice of their mother, I mean, doesn't that prove sentience more than anything else, where you can recognize your own mother and that bond? However, pigs born or mother pigs in our food system are often placed in crates where they can hardly move, let alone nurture their baby pig, their children. And yet this pain and trauma doesn't stop. We exploit further. We exploit mother foxes, seals, elephants, lions, tigers, and many more, just for fulfilling our materialistic desires, for entertainment, for clothing, for hunting. And this carries on. We further go ahead and we breed animals into existence to exploit them and test on them for our benefit in the pursuit of science. Is that fair? How do we get peace out of that if we are building things on exploitation? This goes even further. Our planet, Mother Earth, we exploit her constantly, every single day, every moment, from fossil fuels to minerals, oil, and much more. We place ownership over the planet by claiming that the lands and seas are ours, but as a matter of fact, Mother Earth is taking care of us and providing us shelter during our temporary existence in this planet. So it should be the other way around, where we take care of our planet. So I ask everyone again, how do we truly find peace if we build our world on the constant exploitation of others? This energy of pain and trauma flows into our society as well. We exploit and objectify women, children, people from other races, cultures, and other genders. Where does this stop? Is there a stop to this? We are what we eat and wear, and that's proven through and through. For us to truly find peace, we have to rise above this level of exploitation and respect and honor the sacred bond between a mother and a child. As I wrap up my speech today, I'd like to highlight that just till date today, we have lost over 3 billion souls in our food system in Canada itself. I repeat, over 3 billion souls today, year to date, in Canada itself. May their souls rest in peace and power. I'm going to finish off with a small Sanskrit chant, so if you would like to join me, please do so. It's a very simple 4-syllable chant. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Thank you all, everyone. Namaste.
Thank you, Saurav. That was very inspiring. Before we move into the next portion of our speeches, I'm going to read a note on behalf of Jenny McQueen and John Sakars. Let's take a moment to remember Michael Zender. He was a photographer who captured our events, who took the most epic photographs. He was so friendly, so talented. He also quietly suffered mentally, which none of us knew. His tragic death was a huge loss to this community. Never forgotten, Michael. Let's try being there for each other. Let's try and support each other, both online and in person. Our next speaker is Ashlyn Doljak, who is going to be doing a poetry recital for us. Ashlyn's activism started with Toronto Cow Save, and since has been involved with Toronto Pig Save, Anonymous for the Voiceless, We the Free, and mentoring with Challenge 22. Ashlyn also recently completed a 22-month residency alongside the Vegan Society of Canada as their designated feature article artist.
The human heart beats approximately 100,000 times each day.
Louder if you can, Ashlyn, please.
I'll start.
I don't want to be annoying, but like, fuck.
Okay. The human heart beats approximately 100,000 times each day, which is to say that our bodies choose to keep us alive. Every beat of the chest, for me, for you, for them. And as I hold this fragile body and
So maybe if you're gonna
in my
try
hand,
that.
different body, same heart, same will to live. You are delicate. Picked you up thinking the shell was vacant, but the lights were on inside. You were home. Soft feathered body moving delicately with each rise and fall of the chest. This benign intervention, my hands found your heart resting in my palm. I was destined to find you, keep you free from harm. Breathing life force energy, you want to live. And each thump of the chest is an adamant reminder that you are not giving up. You are a brother, a sister, a daughter, a son, and I'm not giving up on you. Even when they take your body and treat it like a commodity, a product, a machine. I will never stop paddling through dark waters because I know there's a better world where we don't have to do this. We can choose. Like the heart that beats, steadfast and persistent, every beat is what keeps me coming back. Standing on street corners and leaning into transport trucks because we can't ever fix what is clearly wrong if they can't see it. So they keep them enclosed, hidden, behind thick-walled slaughterhouses and boarded-up crates. But you and I, we both know the horrors and atrocities in there. You and I, we see, we are the same. Our will to live. Steady rise and fall of the chest, this is you. Sacred, still breathing. And as long as our chests fill up with oxygen, we will keep showing up. Marching down street corners and sending love to horrible places. Because if we know better, why can't we act like it? The young child sitting in class is told to stand up for what she believes in. And when they holler,
"Get a job! I love bacon! Get a life!"
stand up. When they physically barricade you from doing the right thing, stand up. When they ask why you refuse to drink the mammary secretions a mother had intended for her baby calf, even though everyone else keeps on doing it, stand up. You see, it doesn't get any easier than this. The root word in activist is act. Oxford Dictionary defines act as a verb, to do something. And each of us here today, we are the living embodiment of doing that something. Hold on, the pain ends. We will walk these streets with our heads up, stand up, tall spines. Because as we strive, animals still suffer. And when we speak up, there stands a greater chance we might be shifting, changing for the better. Thus, I ask of you one thing today. Take a palm to your chest. Feel your steady pulse. That heart, it beats for you and I approximately 100,000 times every day. And for every sentient soul who wants to live, we breathe for you.
You got this.
Thank you, Ashlyn. That was so powerful. Our next guest is going to be performing a song. Bifo is a newly emerging vegan artist who strives for peace through activism with music.
I knew you were gonna come. Julie told me. You're gonna be either one of my outreach team or one of my sticker people. Who do you want to be?
I'm gonna be slowly moving, I'm telling you that.
Stickers then.
I'm done.
You don't need to talk to people
Yeah, I'll
as you
sticker.
go. Fuck yeah. So now I just have one more role I have to dedicate to someone. Yes, I was gonna put the date on it.
Can you hear me?
put them everywhere. Put them everywhere. Are you? No. Oh, yeah. How did I not? What are they saying that I'm crazy?
No, you're not running out.
Energy. That's the thing. I get fueled by people, right? So introverts, every exchange they have, it's like emptying out from their well. Every exchange I have just fills up my well. I'm like, oh, thank you. Yeah, don't worry. I have to take the batteries out. Otherwise they die. Okay, that's it for now. More and more people are here. It's awesome. We're happy. I'm here with Agnes, and she's awesome, and we're happy. And her shirt looks amazing, by the way. We love it. Oh, look at that. We even have kids joining us. You what?
March. Let's get motivated to march for the animals with some inspiring words from Michelle Labrosse. Michelle started her vegan journey after being diagnosed with MS. She beat it naturally by changing her lifestyle. This led her to become a dedicated animal rights activist. She is now a certified personal trainer, holistic nutritionist, and lifestyle coach, and is the proud founder of I Love Balance.
Thanks, Jacinta. I'm just gonna take this off. Oh, if you want, that'd be cool. Thank you. Thanks, Chris, I appreciate that. All right, hey, everyone. Yes, that's exactly what we want. We want high energy. We want high energy. I know we're in the sun right now. I know it's hot, you know, but we're together and we all want the same thing, right? Yes, 100%. We want freedom for those animals. We want liberation. We want a better world. So at the end, we're all here together. We're standing for the same purposes. We have our reasons why, and I want you to remember your reason why. Please remember your reason why, the reason you woke up this morning and you showed up here today. You did that for the animals, right? So, yes, that's exactly it. You did it for the animals. So we need to make this as effective as possible, okay? So one thing that I want to say is, first of all, make sure you listen to the safety marshals, okay? They're in place to make sure that everything is structured, to make sure that no one's walking into traffic. Like, we don't want you crossing the street. We're all staying together in the march, and we also want to make sure we don't separate ourselves. One thing I've noticed in marches a lot is all of a sudden we've got a big crew at the front, and then, oh, a big gap in the middle, and people are hanging out at the back. Let's try to keep it all consistent, all together. We're marching together today. We're marching for the animals today. So we need to stay together and we need to be effective. Again, listen to the safety marshals, stay together, stay grouped, hold those signs up. If you feel for it, hold it up over your head if you want. Sometimes it has a little bit more impact. Hold it wherever you can. You do what you can, okay? And so we're gonna be stopping along the way at different locations to do speak outs in front of stores that deserve to hear a little bit more, because, you know, they're a part of the exploitation and the oppression, and we want them to stop. So we're gonna get people to talk in front of those locations. Again, we're all gonna stay structured, okay? Listen to the safety marshals. I need a team of outreach. So I already know about 4 or 5 people, but whoever is open right now to have documentary flyers, to have specific call for actions and website, to give out material to people that are gonna be looking in, we need you. Like, we need to make sure that the people that are open to give material to people, so that all of the people that are looking in, they're gonna wonder what's going on, right? We need to tell them what's going on. They can see signs and stuff, but if we give them cards, if we give them material, then they have something to hold on to. They have a documentary to watch later, a website to visit. So it's really important that we do that, okay? So I just want to know right now, who are like I'd say we need about 6 to 10 key outreachers, so please raise your hand. Yes, yes, 2, 3, 4. We need more outreachers that are gonna be, yes. So amazing. So listen, I would love for all of you people, I'm gonna come right over here beside Ina after with the safety marshal vest, and I would love all of the outreachers to come right here and meet me so I could give you some stuff, and so we could do a really quick debrief. But at the end of the day, you're just gonna be on the outside of the march, handing out. We're not crossing the street, unless we appoint you to be on the other side of the street from the beginning, okay? Because that's also smart. But it needs to be respectful. We can't have you crossing the street in and out. There's also streetcars. We have to be aware, okay? Let's be aware as much as possible. Again, we're all here for the animals, so let's just be effective. Make sure that everyone around us knows why we're here. We have material to give them. We're smiling. Let's be on our best behavior, even if we're dying of heat right now. Let's smile because we need to lead. We need to lead the way, okay? We need to lead by example. Everyone who's looking in, they're gonna be like, who are these people? And then as they understand, as they see us being happy and marching with purpose, they're gonna wanna join the cause, right? We don't want people to deter and like look at us and we're all grumpy and upset. Like, no, we wanna be the happy people, right? Like, we found the magic and the winning formula. Go vegan, right? Woo! Yes, okay. 2 more, I want 2 more really good screams together. We're doing this for the animals and we're doing it together, so go! Woo! Together, even louder, generate that energy for the animals! Yes, excellent. All right, let's go. Where do we want everyone to meet right now? Okay, so we're gonna need people to hold the front banner. So we're gonna need select people that are open. You're gonna have to use some muscles for sure, right? But we're gonna need your help 100%. I would say probably, let's see, we've got a banner over there already. We've got a few banners going around. So we're just gonna structure everything properly right now.
There's a lot of banners.
There's a lot of banners, I was told. Okay, perfect. So this one right here is Join the Animal Rights Movement. So we please need at least 4 or 5 volunteers to come and hold this banner. Please, you're actually gonna be, is this one right at the front of the march, Louise? Yeah, so this one is right at the front of the march. You're gonna be leading the pack. So please, please, come. If you have a sign already, you could always decide to put the sign back and then come and hold the banner. Are you volunteering to hold as well? Okay, amazing. As well? Yeah, so go put the sign and then come grab this one instead. Awesome, okay. Let's see what else we got going on. Another thing that I need to mention is we're gonna be doing a lot of chants, right? So we wanna make sure that we keep the chants consistent as well. Another thing I've noticed in marches before is we can hear the front of the march, but we can't hear the end of the march. So we've got megaphones all along the march, and we're gonna try and make sure that the entire march, we're chanting from beginning to end, and we could really hear unless we stop and we do speak outs, okay? But we really want people to know what we are doing. Yeah, where do you want me to get people to line up? Around the corner here. Right around, we're moving out that way? Yeah. Perfect. Okay, so everyone's already kind of in line. So we just need the people that are going to be holding this to go at the front. We stay out of bike lanes. Oh my God, I heard stay on the bike lanes. I was like... Okay, we're just about to be lining up, everyone. Continue to be patient, continue to smile. Another very quick thing is stay out of the bike lanes, okay? So when we're talking about be aware of the streetcars, be aware of the biking lanes, like just be respectful to your fellow humans, right? And be aware as much as possible, okay? Okay. Yeah, so whoever's gonna be grabbing the front banner at the front of the march, yeah, come on down, grab it. We're gonna go to the front. We're gonna lead way right away with it, and then we want everyone to line up behind this banner here, moving out this way. Yeah, so can you show them, Louise, where they're going? And then for those of you who don't have signs yet, There's just a whole bunch of signs at the back there, right behind this structure, the clock. So please go pick one up. That makes sense and that resonates for you if you haven't already, okay?
Michelle, can you either let y'all use the mic or yourself shout out for anybody that wants to join the eating section?
100%.
I'll let them know.
You want me to just say that or well, bring them if you want. Yeah, so it looks he has anything. What were you going to say, sir? Oh, yeah. Oh, my God, yes. Can I, here. I'm going to let you hold. Yeah.
So, like once everyone's getting lined up, there's still there's tons of banners, tons of signs. So if we can just do last minute, because then I have to take everything that's left to the parking garage, right?
Oh my God.
Hey guys,
Right? So
we got some extra signs over with Anonymous for the Voiceless, so come on down. If you don't have a sign and want one, we're also giving out outreach cards to people, passers-by, so come on down.
Anyway, so once everyone's lined up, maybe there can be a couple of last minute announcements.
That's good, yeah.
And we can...
And please make sure you are grabbing a sign because whatever is left needs to be brought back somewhere, right? So it'd be preferable if we could just pick everything up and go. Yeah, 100%. But you're going out that way, right?
Yeah, we're going out this way.
That's what Pia just said.
Yes, but we should line them up like this. So we have like a full line, right? Or
Oh,
like,
okay.
line them up like this so we can see everyone.
If you don't have a sign or banner, we have a lot of them here. So grab.
Yeah, so please grab those signs, those banners, and we're gonna start lining up right in front of the front banner that's over here for the front of the march. So we wanna line up all the way back here, trying to go into like 3 lines kind of all the way back. So let's, I'll go kind of guide people. Okay, so you just got out treat reach it right now? Okay, perfect. Okay, perfect.
But we only
You what? We break the silence! This is why we fight! This is why we fight! This is why we fight! Human freedom, animal rights! Human freedom, animal rights! Human freedom, animal rights! Not for us! Not for us! Not for us! It's violence! It's violence! It's violence! It's violence!
Not ours!
Not ours! Not ours! Not ours! Not ours! Not ours!
Not ours! Not ours! Not ours!
Do you have a card?
Not ours! Pardon?
You don't have a card, eh?
Oh, I do have a yes.
Just some documentaries for you guys to watch. Thank you.
It's choice!
Oh, I have them there. Sorry, thanks. I remembered after.
It's choice! That's so it's not survival. It's not.
Just like us! Just like us! Just like us! In fact, we'll have to go faster.
Be kind!
Be kind. Oh, compassionate. Go vegan. Justice for animals. Justice for animals. Justice for animals. For animal abuse. For animal abuse. Oh, good. We break the silence. We break the silence. We break the silence. This is why we fight. This is why we fight. Human freedom, animal rights. We got some documentaries. Human freedom, animal rights. Human freedom, animal rights. Hey, nice to see you, Willow. Yeah. Oh my God, that was not for us. Oh, stay up. It's guys, just stay out of the bike lane, okay? Just stay out of the bike lane. People with bikes and stuff. It's violence! It's violence! Not ours! 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 Maybe I have to do something here, no.
Where animals are deemed property. Amy Serrano and Nick Schaefer are facing months in jail. The Excelsior 4 trial in BC is a shameful example where the animals cannot even be mentioned. Amy wrote this recently. I accept and take responsibility for my actions, while also recognizing that without actions like ours, the animals remain hidden and unprotected. In a time that is demanding the most out of us, we must change and do better. Pig Trial 4 is happening in Quebec. Jenny McQueen and 10 others are facing their sentencing on December 19th. Natalie Bortasic, Jenny Donovan, Val Erie, Lisa Fournier, Shay Lee, Cassie Fanuff, Chris and Shaughnessy and Val, Sarah Wells. I want to thank them for their actions exposing the horrors, inside a pig farm. Dank rooms swimming in urine and feces, fire hazards everywhere, and pigs in gestation crates forced to lick their food off the floor. This is a nightmare for animals and a nightmare to witness. Let's also give a shout out to Malcolm Kilmowitz, who shone a light into the horrors of mink farming at his mink trial. Thank you to the animal rights lawyers who are trying to change the legal system, one case at a time, all around the world. So now we're going to chant, I call justice for them. You respond, justice for animals. Justice for them!
Justice for animals!
Justice for them!
Justice for animals!
Justice for them!
Justice for animals!
Gandhi said, first they ignore you, then they laugh at you, then they fight you, and then you win. Animal agriculture is fighting hard right now to stop us with ag-gag laws because they're scared. They're scared because they know if eyes are opened, then hearts might be also. They're scared because we're winning. I have joined forces with Animal Justice in suing the province of Ontario to overturn a dark and speciesist law created to silence you so that they can continue to torture and kill sentient beings for financial gain. We feel confident that we will win this lawsuit in October, but no matter the outcome, Ontario, we stand before you at the courthouse to tell you we are here to tell you that unjust laws will not stop us from exposing and ending the nightmare we humans have created and continue to impose upon our fellow animals. To Regan Russell, our beautiful, compassionate comrade who was tragically killed while speaking up against this bill, we will continue to fight in your name. To the billions of animal persons in Ontario and around the world who are currently locked in dark warehouses, in breeding and fur farms, and those whose cries for mercy go unheard in slaughterhouses and laboratories, and those who have gone mad from confinement. We see you, we hear you, we care, we're coming for you, and we will win. Who does this go to? Thank you. Oh, oopsie.
We have to unplug it other.
Yeah, here, and then you can use this.
Let me just put this in here. Hang on. And my bag is space here.
Ria's gonna use it.
I'm just using your power.
Yeah.
Okay, can I just sort these people? Let me just get it ready on my phone. I couldn't get it.
I'm sorry.
No, sorry.
You okay? I try to make it like as small as possible.
Ria. Where's Ria? Ria?
ready yet.
Are we okay?
No, he doesn't have the microphone.
Check, check.
He's just
There's
gonna
two
finish
mics.
his.
There's two
He's
mics.
gonna finish his one that he had started.
He does have his mic.
So we're using this, not the megaphone.
Well, he has a mic. It's just a wireless one. So that's why he's over there. You have one that has a wire. You have to stay close to the car.
I'm chained in.
You have to. You're chained in. You're chained. You're the reality of what's happening in this world.
No,
He's
I
the
know,
free one.
I know.
He's the free one. He's just. He can run. He gets to run free. He's like a dog or a cat, you know.
But it's
we're like the cows and the
interesting 'cause
pigs.
The very thing I'm fighting is they are free, and then people are taking them out of the water.
That's true. That's
but
true.
yeah, I know, I get it. You're right.
That's true. They are. They're supposed. We want them to be free.
You want to go on the other side? We'll do some chants on either side of the group.
Oh, you got the cards already. Did anyone get cards in here to look at those docs and stuff? All right, we're good. Just like us! Just like us! Be vegan! Justice for animals! Sorry. Justice for animals! Justice for animals!
There's no excuse!
For animal abuse!
There's no excuse!
For animal abuse!
There's no excuse!
For animal abuse!
To stop the violence! We break the silence! To stop the violence!
We break the silence!
To stop the violence!
We break the silence!
Animals crying, hear their plight!
This is why we fight!
Animals crying, hear their plight!
This is why we fight!
Animals crying, hear their plight!
This is why we fight!
One struggle, one fight!
Human freedom!
Animal rights!
Human freedom! Animal rights! Human freedom! Animal rights! Not for us! Not for us! Not for us! It's violence! It's violence! Not ours! 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 Did you see someone give them cards down there? Would you like a card? Documentaries to watch? No? Well, that sucks. What an asshole. Just make no change. Woo! Be kind! Be compassionate! Be vegan!
Well, this is coincidence, second time today. We were just asking who organized this event. Michelle, you're part of the team.
Oh,
I see.
Yeah. Did you want to come join us in the future?
Possibly. Yeah. I'm just in town actually and just walked in on this and found it cool. I'm a musician and a journalist, so I've been just recording and walking through this.
Do exactly that. Keep joining us.
Yeah, that's what I do.
Grab the truck, grab that.
Yeah, I was hoping I could talk to somebody who, you know, could tell me about, you know, why you set this up or, you know.
Because animals need to stop to be exploited and no one gives a fuck. So I would say look at the Toronto Animal Rights March online. We have all the information there for this march specifically. Tons of documentaries to watch. Please, you could follow me. I love balance. I am Michelle Labrosse. But I suggest to just look at Toronto Animal Rights March, and we have tons of info there. And just keep following with us. At the end of Trinity, I say thank yous and stuff like that. We'll explain more in detail. So keep up, to stay a part of the march. Animal rights! Human freedom! Animal rights!
Not for us!
Not for us! Not for us!
It's violence! It's violence! It's violence!
Just be aware of the bike lane as everyone's crossing over to this side.
There's 2 more after this.
And guys, let's go in front. Like let's move in front over here. Right there in front of the, at least in the middle. They blocked it off, whatever, at least we're here.
We're demanding that they stop experimentation on animals in the name of.
Let's just move in front of the sign so people can see. Move away from the sign so passerbys can see. Thank you, everyone.
Can everyone come behind the sign line?
Yeah, let's try and gather behind that sign as much as we can.
Gather behind the sign so that like.
Just to show so many.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could bring your signs up, go behind as much as you can, because with video and stuff, it's gonna look really good.
Oh yeah, that's perfect.
Yeah, right, there you go. This is good. Yeah, this is good. Good work, everyone, thank you. Okay. Can the people with the sign, can we just all move forward to the street?
Hey, you know what? Sorry, if they go over there, you can see the University of Toronto. Don't you think you should get a picture from here?
We could do that. Well, we could see it right up here, that's why.
Oh, but okay.
But I see what you mean, yeah. All right, let's get the speech going, I'm thinking. We're good? You can start? Yeah. Whenever you're ready, Peter.
Yes.
Imagine being poisoned.
Louder.
Burned. Set on fire. Starved. Mutilated. Frozen. Having your skull drilled into. Kept in a steel isolation cage. Forced to have a heart attack. Forced to consume drugs. Mentally abused. Subjected to electrical shocks. Killed along with your unborn babies and numerous other cruel lives. One of over 100 million animals currently off the lightning will with laboratories around the world, just like the ones here at University of Toronto. You know after that, this is your reality. When it comes to animal testing, humans don't discriminate against any person. We are equal to opportunity of research that tests on hamsters, birds, monkeys, seals, chimpanzees,
just like right there.
Sheep, cows, horses, cats, and dogs, to name just a few. Here at University of Toronto, or should I say University of Torture, so-called scientists use rats, mice, fishes, rabbits, and guinea pigs for research and educational purposes. We at Toronto Anti-Vivisection Alliance have been running a monthly pressure campaign against U of T since November of 2020. We have marched through its campus. We have disrupted our convocation ceremonies. We have walked into its offices. We have even gone to the president's home twice, and still it refuses to make a commitment to transition to animal-free methods. U of T, you know that non-animal alternatives are more effective, faster, and cheaper, and will actually help humans instead of testing drugs on animals that fail 95% of the time at human clinical trials. U of T, what are you waiting for? The Canadian Centre for Alternatives to Animal Methods at University of Windsor has become one of the leading institutions in the world in animal-free methods. It's paving the way to establish first of its kind academic programs in animal replacement science. It conducts hypothesis-driven fundamental biomedical research using only human-based biomaterials and human biology-based methodologies, and expedites the development, validation, and regulatory acceptance of alternative chemical safety testing methods in Canada, and contributes to global efforts. So what does this say about U of T? It says that U of T is not the leading institution that it claims to be. It doesn't even come close to what University of Windsor is doing. But it doesn't have to stay this way. U of T, it's never too late to catch up, get with the times, and do the right thing. President Merritt Gertler, if you and the rest of your animal exploiting staff think that we're going away, you are sadly mistaken. We are committed to our fight and are relentless in our pursuit of justice for the animals you so needlessly continue to torture. U of T, we demand that you empty all the cages. U of T, set them free.
U of T, set them free!
U of T, set them free!
U of T, set them free! U of T, set them free! U of T, set them free!
U of T, set them free!
U of T, set them free!
Their rights,
not ours!
their lives,
not ours!
their bodies,
not ours!
their safety,
not ours!
their freedom,
not ours!
Animals want to live,
just like us!
Animals feel pain,
just like us!
Animals are sentient,
just like us!
Animals deserve safety,
just like us!
Animals deserve freedom,
just like us!
U of T, set them free!
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 That was perfect. And make sure you stay close to the car, okay? Because the further you are, yes. I have them. Yeah, we need the red car to start moving, I think. Please stay off the bike lane. Please stay off the bike lane. Unless you want to get hit by a bike. He out. He out. He's like, nah. Yeah, we have to get back into line, but we need the car to move because we don't want to be in the bike lane. Okay,
Not in front. Okay, Rhea. They look down. Okay, Rhea.
Can we start moving?
You can't be in front of the car. Stay next to the car.
Yeah, and we need to start moving because people need to get behind you.
Stay next to the car because it's not, so just...
Okay, as the car moves, we start following behind. Let's get into the same formation. Let's do it. We got this. Yeah, and just go through the bike path as fast as you can. Go through the bicycle path, looking on both sides of the road, please. Stay off the bike lane, guys. Pass through real quick.
I missed your speech. I was trying to find the damn washroom in the Eaton Center, and then I was trying to find my way out of the Eaton Center.
I'm saying thank you at the end, and I'll do the same.
Oh, you're gonna do the same thing?
Not like motivation, but the thank you and just like the important things. And
do you want me to interview you here while walking or anything, or do you want to just focus on this?
I'll focus on this for now. Maybe at the end. Sure, if you're okay with that.
Yeah.
Not ours. Not ours. Not ours. Not ours. Not ours. Not ours.
Not ours.
Not ours.
Not ours. Not ours.
It's choice. It's choice. Stay ahead, guys, on the right. Be compassionate. Be vegan. To stop the violence. We break the silence. To stop the violence.
We break the silence.
Their plight.
This is why we fight.
Crying, hear their plight. This is why we fight. It's violence.
It's not food.
It's violence.
It's not fashion.
It's violence.
Their lives.
Not ours.
Their body.
Not ours.
Their baby.
Not ours.
Their skin.
Not ours.
Their fur.
Not ours.
Their It's choice! It's not convenience! It's choice! Animals feel pain! Just like us! Animals want to live! Just like us! Animals deserve kindness! Just like us! In a world where you can be anything!
Get people out of the cycling, the bike. Be compassionate! Be vegan! Thank you. Be vegan!
Another individual you might want to go on, Michelle Labrosse. Person of fitness as well, by the way. Vegan superhero right there.
Oh no. Just come out of the bicycle path, okay?
Someone's gonna tell.
Oh, okay.
There's a bike coming through.
Well, just don't get hit, right? Like.
They have to stop, I'm sorry. Look, it's too narrow.
Yeah, but there's a reason it's called the bicycle path. It's for the bicycles.
That's the reason why we're marching, so yeah.
We're trying to keep things safe.
We're trying to be peaceful. Like, why would you give us a challenge for that? We're just being nice for the security marshals, bro. Like, why are you being that way? Then we have liability because of you after, man. You guys look comfortable.
Off the bike lane! Cyclists are vulnerable road users! We're here to protect all the vulnerable! That includes cyclists! Out of the bike lane! Now!
Thank you! It's pretty simple. Like, what the fuck? Oh. Justice for animals! Justice for animals! Justice for animals! For animal abuse! For animal abuse! For animal abuse! We break the silence! We break the silence! We break the silence!
This is why we fight! This is why we fight!
This is why we fight!
One struggle, one fight!
Human freedom, animal rights!
One struggle, one fight!
Human freedom, animal rights!
Struggle, one fight!
Human freedom, animal rights!
God, here with us!
Not for us! Not for us! Not for us! It's violence!
It's not a sport!
It's violence! It's violence!
It's not process!
It's violence! Not ours! Not ours! Not ours! Not ours! Not ours!
Not ours!
Not ours! to drink something, like I'm gonna die. Can you hold this for me for a second? Give me 5 seconds. Not ours!
Their wool! Their silk!
Sorav!
Their honey!
Not ours!
It is not survival!
It's choice!
It is not tradition!
It's choice!
It is not convenience!
It's choice!
Animals feel pain!
Just like us!
Want to live!
Just like us!
Animals deserve kindness!
Just like us!
Where you can be anything!
Be kind! Be compassionate! Be vegan! Justice for animals! For animal abuse! For animal abuse! For animal abuse! We break the silence! We break the silence! We break the silence! This is why we fight! This is why we fight! This is why we fight! Human freedom, animal rights! Human freedom, animal rights! Human freedom, animal rights! Not for us! Not for us! Not for us! It's violence! It's violence! It's violence! It's violence! Not ours! Not ours! Not ours!
Their milk! Their wool! Their silk!
Not ours!
Honey! Who's doing it? We'll talk out now. Speak up.
Thank you all for joining us outside of Louis Vuitton today as part of Toronto Animals Rights March. I'm speaking on behalf of Fur Free Toronto, FFT, a small group of individuals whose goals are to end the commercial fur trade in the fashion industry and promote wildlife coexistence in communities. Before I get into it, one of our members will be going around handing out flyers as part of our active campaign against Canadian outerwear brand Novus. Their co-founder being the former VP of Canada Goose, who claims to have created a line which improves upon the brand. His pride and joy is the She-Ra, a
to start moving the car. As we start getting back into formation and moving the car, I just wanted all of you beautiful souls know that everything is going great. There's stickers everywhere, people are picking up pamphlets, the outreach is working, the message is getting out. Yes, everyone knows. Woo! Yeah, let's get that car to move, let's follow.
Amazing, thank you, Michelle.
Try to like that, you know?
I need that.
You've got the great loud voice. Would you be able to make sure they know we prefer they're not on the sidewalk?
Yeah, 100%. Oh, not on the sidewalk?
Yeah, we want to keep them on the road.
Oh, okay.
Stay away from
Is the car
out of the bike lane.
Yeah, we need to start moving so people can start coming in. What's okay, perfect. All right, excellent. As we're moving into formation, make sure everyone gets on the street, okay? Not on the bicycle path and not on the sidewalk, unless you're doing outreach. Justice for animals! Justice for animals! Justice for animals! For animal abuse! For animal abuse! For animal abuse! We break the silence! We break the silence! This is why we fight! This is why we fight! This is why we fight! Human freedom, animal rights! Human freedom, animal rights! Not for us! Not for us! Not for us! It's violence! It's violence! It's violence! Not ours! 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 It's choice! Just like us! Just like us! Just like us! Be kind! Be compassionate! Be vegan!
A world where you can be anything.
Be kind!
In a world where you the silence!
You don't get done that.
Oh, okay. Oh, fuck, I was freaking out.
We break the silence! This is why we fight! This is why we fight!
Animals crying, hear their plight!
This is why we fight!
One struggle, one fight!
Human freedom, animal rights!
One struggle, one fight!
Human freedom, animal rights! Human freedom, animal rights! Not for us! Not for us! Not for us! It's violence! It's violence! It's violence! It's violence!
Careful, careful, careful. Okay, we have to get out of the bike lane, you guys.
Justice for animals!
Peace for all!
Justice for animals!
Peace for all!
Justice for animals! For animal abuse! For animal abuse! For animal abuse! We break the silence! We break the silence! We break the silence!
Okay. Can everyone hear me?
Yes.
Okay. My life began in a hatchery. I broke out from my eggshell and looked around, looked for my mama. I never found my mama. I remember hearing her talking to me when I was still growing inside of her. All around us there was hundreds of hatchlings. Nobody could find their mama. We were so confused and scared. We didn't know what to do. We were fed and we were watered, but there was no mama hen. Our mama hens were supposed to protect us and keep us warm. We had to live inside of something called an incubator to keep us warm.
for animals! Justice for animals!
No excuse
for animal abuse!
No excuse
for animal abuse!
No excuse
for animal abuse!
to stop the violence.
We break the silence!
To stop the violence.
We break the silence!
To stop the violence.
We break the silence!
Animals are crying, hear their plight.
This is why we fight!
Animals crying, hear their plight.
This is why we fight!
Animals crying, hear their plight.
This is why we fight!
One struggle, one fight.
Human freedom, animal rights!
One struggle, one
Human freedom, animal rights! Human freedom, animal rights!
Not for us.
It's violence! It's violence! It's violence! It's violence! It's violence! Not ours! 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 Thanks for having that card. Not ours! 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 Not ours!
It's not survival.
It's choice!
It's not survival.
It's choice!
It's not tradition.
It's choice!
It's not convenient.
It's choice!
Animals feel pain.
Just like us!
Animals want to live.
Just like us!
Animals deserve kindness.
Just like us!
In a world where you can be anything.
Be kind!
In a world where you can be anything.
Be compassionate!
In a world where you can be anything.
Be vegan!
Peace for all.
Justice for animals!
Peace for all.
Justice for animals! Justice for animals! For animal abuse! Thank you, I've got...
Animal abuse.
Are you going to
We break the silence!
speaking at Young Dundas?
No, I don't know who's speaking. Oh yeah. So I'm saying it in French, yeah.
And you're doing a
Paix
diet?
pour tous, justice pour les animaux.
Sorry, what?
Paix pour tous, justice pour les animaux.
Paix pour tous,
Paix pour tous,
Paix pour tous,
justice pour les animaux.
justice pour
Justice
pour
les animaux. Yeah, pour les animaux. Yeah.
trying compared to all the fucking animals. I can tell you that much. I can suck it up, Buttercup. Carla. Oh, I think I'm not gonna be able to use this anymore. What's happening?
We'll pass the mic around?
Hey?
We're going to pass the mic around or what?
I guess to talk to the people, right? Us too? Us too?
Yeah, facing outward.
We have to go closer to the car.
Do you want to use the megaphone?
Yeah.
Okay, use the megaphone.
Okay, ready?
Right now? What are we speaking into? So it should be... I'm recording.
We're doing it one at a time, right?
I'll ask everyone to take a seat facing outward.
Yeah.
We need everyone to take a seat facing outwards. This is a sit down, so please sit down facing outwards, everyone, please. Thank you, thank you. For everyone else looking in, we're here for the animals. Have a look at Challenge 22. Watch Dominion. Watch Game Changers. SEASPIRACY. COWSPIRACY.
the name of that street? Towards Dundas. I think she's gonna have work. We're coming this way. We're coming this way.
That way. Right?
Yeah.
West.
I think we're gonna have to start slowly. Yeah. Thank you.
So follow the red truck in the same formation, one way.
Yeah, same formation. You got it. Come on down, everyone. We're coming in this way. I'm like an MC. I just fucking. Come on. Just watch the streetcars and stuff. We need the drummers at the front of the march. Where are the drummers?
Please, drummers at the front.
Drummers at the front. Drummers at the front.
Walk faster, drummers.
Oh yeah, they're coming. They're coming. They're making noise. They're making noise. All right, I hope everyone's ready to chant again. Woo! Oh yeah, that's exactly what I want to hear. All right, peace for all.
Justice for animals.
Peace for all.
Justice for animals.
Peace for all.
Justice for animals.
There's no excuse
For animal abuse.
There's no excuse
For animal abuse.
There's no excuse
For animal abuse.
to stop the violence.
We break the silence.
To stop the violence.
We break the silence.
To stop the violence.
We break the silence.
Animals crying, hear their plight.
This is why we fight.
Animals crying, hear their plight.
This is why we fight.
Animals crying, hear their plight.
This is why we fight.
To stop the violence.
We break the silence.
Animals crying, hear their plight.
This is why we fight.
One struggle, one fight.
Human freedom, animal rights.
One struggle, one fight.
Human freedom, animal rights.
One struggle, one fight.
Human freedom, animal rights.
Animals are here with us.
Not for us.
Animals are here with us.
Not for us.
Animals are here with us.
Not for us.
It's not entertainment.
It's violence.
It's not a sport.
It's violence.
It's not food.
It's violence.
It's not fashion.
It's violence.
Their lives.
Not ours.
Their bodies.
Not ours.
Their babies.
Not ours.
Their skin.
Not ours.
Their fur.
Not ours.
Their feathers.
Not ours.
Their milk.
Not ours.
Their wool.
Not ours.
Their silk.
Not ours.
Their honey.
Not ours.
It's not survival.
It's choice.
It's not tradition.
It's choice.
It's not convenience.
It's choice.
Animals feel pain.
Just like us.
Animals want to live.
Just like us.
Animals deserve kindness. In a world where we can be anything.
Be kind.
In a world where we can be anything.
Be kind.
In a world where we can be anything. Peace for all.
Animals crying, hear their plight.
This is why we fight.
Animals crying, hear their plight.
This is why we fight.
One struggle, one fight.
Human freedom, animal rights.
One struggle, one fight.
Human freedom, animal rights.
One struggle, one fight.
Human freedom, animal rights.
Animals are here with us.
Not for us.
Animals are here with us.
Not for us.
Animals are here with us.
Not for us.
It's not entertainment.
It's violence.
It's not a sport.
It's violence.
It's not food.
It's violence.
It's not fashion.
It's violence.
Their lives.
Not ours.
Their bodies.
Not ours.
Their babies.
Not ours.
Their skin.
Not ours.
Their fur.
Not ours.
Their feathers.
Not ours.
Their milk.
Not ours.
Their wool.
Not ours.
Their silk.
Not ours.
Their honey.
Not ours.
It's not survival.
It's choice.
It's not tradition.
It's choice.
It's not convenience.
It's choice.
Animals feel pain.
Just like us.
Animals want to live.
Just like us.
Animals deserve kindness.
Just like us.
In a world where you can be anything,
Be kind.
in a world where you can be anything,
Be compassionate.
in a world where you can be anything,
Be vegan.
I have a lot of fun. I have a lot of fun with that. We need to make it fun, right?
All right, peace for all.
Justice for animals.
Peace for all.
Justice for animals.
Peace for all.
Justice for animals.
There's no excuse
For animal abuse.
There's no excuse
For animal abuse.
There's no excuse
For animal abuse.
to stop the violence.